he just seems so lackluster. Like, unless you're one of the top 3 or 4 Invoker players in the whole world, I don't know if it's really playable in a competitive context.
Hey,
right now.
all right, Kunkka.
That's interesting.
So this is a
something's core.
Yeah.
Someone is core.
We saw, I believe, Zai for Optic play Kunkka off lane, and he was able to get himself a 1v1 matchup. And if you could get yourself a 1v1 matchup as Kunkka, then Tidebringer just takes over the lane. With that said, though, I'm putting my chips down more so for the Slaughter, because I just feel like he could do more in a bad situation. Even if he has a bad lane, he could kind of sprint around, check the runes maybe. Whereas Kunkka is less mobile, is much more level dependent, and once he falls behind, there's really no catch-up mechanism. So I'm expecting the Kunkka to be the floor here.
Could be Kunkka mid. We could cross our fingers.
Oh,
but,
yeah, true.
I mean, we did see the mid one Kunkka not too long ago, but seems perhaps a little bit unlikely. I do like the Kunkka Bane just as a roaming duo, right? You can run up Nightmare. He's hit up for a torrent. Can potentially get some kills that way. And I think the Kunkka is also a decent hero in general against Gyrocopter. Yeah. The lockdown is good. The boat, of course, the rum is also super useful in terms of just surviving through that initial burst from Gyrocopter. Because Gyro in the early game is relying on you just being so scared of him that you can't just stand there and burst him down, because it's not actually that tanky when it really comes down to it.
The problem for these kind of combination pairing supports like Bane Kunkka or SD Kunkka, sometimes even like, I don't know, like let's say Sven Lesh. Sven is a bad example, like Ogre Lesh, for example. These two support hero that could roam around and set up for each other, is that it's very obvious on the map. Because generally when you have Bane, right, you expect him to be either sitting in mid, kind of enfeebling a hero, or sitting in the safe lane, kind of punishing the off lane. As soon as Bane and Kunkka disappears off the map, then there's a lot of red flags showing up that, hey, there's some issue here. And we're going to see them dying. We saw yesterday that 5 Anchor was able to pick Yen dying. Got an ultra kill at some point, like, 10 minutes in the game against the Huskar lineup. They eventually lose that game, but the Huskar was ginormous in that game.
Yeah, this is interesting. I feel like they're looking at the fact that there's the Slaughter and the Kunkka, and they're saying, okay, one of these heroes is definitely going to be in a side lane somewhere, and they do potentially have the opportunity to punish that really hard, right? If they can get a favorable 1v1 somewhere and then go for an aggro tri-lane and just lock it down. Penta Sports do pick up the lifesteal to go along with their Slardar, which I like, but I don't know, the lineup overall at the moment looks maybe a little bit weak to me. They've got enough damage, I suppose. A lot is going to be riding on this Slardar blink, very similar to that game that we cast earlier, where they really desperately needed the puck blink to be able to do anything.
Oh, all right, that's
this
very
hero
different.
Got buffed. This hero got mad buffed. I don't understand why Enigma's actually getting buffed.
Wait, he got buffed yesterday?
I think so, yeah. Didn't he?
What's that? Let me quickly.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team back.
It is surprising that it's a 4th pick Enigma, because there are some mid heroes, like if you want to go a little bit outside the box, you go, let's say, Silencer mid. Although it doesn't give you the lifestealer vehicle, so probably that's not the way to go. So maybe that's what they're counting on, like Penta Esport has kind of locked themselves into a lifestealer combination. But isn't Stormseer like traditionally a very good counter to Enigma, and it's the perfect vehicle for the lifestealer? Well, it gets banned out, so never mind. I mean, all of these abilities are coming out in a long delay. Like Kunkka Torrent, for example, comes out you know, 2 seconds after he uses
10
it,
seconds
and by
remaining.
that time your team fight can already be over. Is this gonna be the tops in
5
Arc Warden?
seconds remaining.
We've seen him playing in mid. Don't know if you want to Arc Warden against Lifestealer because a lot of your kit, your Wraiths, your Flux has no impact against the hero, but at the same time you're not laning against him, so.
Radiant team pick.
Ooh. So the, yeah. Straight up counter pick. So this is gonna be Jaramig Enigma off lane, and Penta's got a lot of holes in their draft, and all these core matchups seems
10
terrible.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All right, here's a play. Here's a play. Lifestealer safe lane, Kunkka off lane. No, Lifestealer safe lane, Kunkka mid, Slaughter off. You pick a 4-position Doom.
Monkey King.
Choose your hero.
All right, close enough.
I don't know about close enough, but
So Balance Strike is your anti-black hole until the BKB comes out.
yeah. So wait, who's the 4?
I don't know.
Riddle me this, me. I don't actually know the Penta roster very well.
I don't. Let me
so-
quickly.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
Kunkka
then.
form.
So. Lifestealer is mid, and Monkey King safe lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Oliver is a safe lane player. 9
5
is
seconds remaining.
mid. Boogie's off lane. So
Yeah,
Slaughter is
so-
going to be off lane mid Monkey King. This is all over the place. You got 4 melee heroes against Decay and Tombstone against Black Hole.
Against Enigma, dude. That's the terrifying thing. Like if you're grouping up in these fights, you are just gonna get bullied.
Here's the thing though, the lanes are actually okay. Like Monkey King versus melee supports coming in. I don't think Ogre or Undying will be able to do too much in the mid lane. But that's pretty much all they got going for them, I think, the lanes. Because there is going to be a certain point in the game where, you know, Enigma's going to just get you.
Yeah, this is got melee hero like heavy games I've seen in a while. I mean, like TB, he's half ranged,
Prepare for
I guess. Monkey King, you make an even less convincing argument. But
Wait, did you see
we'll get into
Trixie, Trixie's name when he loaded it into the
yeah, his Steam name is. He's got the Fist of the North Star
yeah,
guy as his Steam picture.
Omewamu Shinderu.
Oh my wamo.
Is that Omayo? Omayo?
I think it's yeah.
It's really hard to
yeah.
pronunciate. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We don't judge you for it.
I mean, people do, but
Yeah. No judgment here. This is a safe.
oh
safe
shoot,
place.
this Nyx taunt.
The breakdance.
Oh my god.
30 seconds.
It's super annoying. Also, this immortal, the golden immortal, is also super annoying. But I guess you got to have something going for you on Lifestealer. This hero doesn't have a ton else. This courier that Monkey King is transformed into is very strange. I don't know if I've ever seen this courier before. It's like kind of it looks like it's a Virtus Pro thing. Interesting.
Looks like a really small lone druid.
Yeah, it looks like a. That's what I was just about to say. It's like
So it's gonna be a Lifestealer mid instead.
I think this is sensible, kind of.
Is
I guess
it?
they're just this kind of dual. I think it's because they think that they have a pretty good idea that the gyro is mid, right? So it's just.
Here's the thing though, like, does Monkey King have a better matchup against Enigma than Lifestealer would? I guess you could kill Eidolons if you get the full stack of.
I think so. I think Monkey King probably copes a little bit better than the Leicester. We'll see though. I mean, Enigma has boots. I can't see him getting hit very much down here. You can just use the Eidolons to get CS.
Oh,
Iron Man.
the CS differential. The damage is so big. The difference.
Oh, all right. Skills at the balance strike. Meanwhile, top lane is. I had not even looked up there, but they're just gonna straight up kill Nemphy from first blood. All right, my bad. I saw action happening mid. Our men's throwing brain saps. We got 16 strength from Decay on this Undying, but instead it is actually top, where it looks like just maybe a couple torrents and a crush. Gets that kill. There are a ton of creeps up here. Oh, Pexude getting blocked in. He's kind of trapped. Gonna eat some more tangos. Tsuki will be able to. He's Ogre. He's tanky, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Dragging back one more hit. The creep wave's gonna finish it. I don't know what happened to this creep wave here. Like, did Nemphy go for the side chop and try and pick up his Quelling Blade, and then things just went to hell? But this is an ugly situation in top.
Mid lane, now Nightmare's going to set up the torrent. Thompson's going to get lifted, and now they're going to crowd on him 3 versus 1. That's going to be yet another kill. 5 anchors. Really needs the captain right now because they're getting wrecked on all over the place.
That's not looking great. Monkey King picking up his Quelling Blade, able to start CSing a little bit more down bottom, but yeah. You said it was going to be difficult to link up the Bane and the Kunkka, but I love that rotation to immediately get the kill top and then just go straight mid.
You just don't expect it. It happens so fast.
Yeah. Pexu's already on this. No Fire Blast. I don't think we have any kill potential. I just farm later. Oh, Nemphy even forced to get a point in the reflection to try and save his Ogre.
Yep.
That is also not a good look.
I love the bash choice on Boogie. Normally you see sprint.
Whoop. Iron Man is dead. Alright. Maybe a little bit too far forward there on the mid lane. Okay. Disappointed in the level of healing. He's getting off his brain sap for sure. The other thing we haven't talked about is the Kunkka actually has this Orb of Venom. And I think that's probably part of how Nemphy died earlier. Just got caught going for the side chop and then just Orb of Venom to death.
I don't think you could play a melee support or melee 4 in particular without Orb Venom. Just there's no point, you know.
I think Kunkka is one of the few heroes where you can kind of get away with it, but the dangerous thing about 4 Kunkka is that if you don't get that kind of first kill and establish yourself a little corner on the map, you don't really do anything again until like you have level 3 minimum, ideally 5. Speaking of DNZ, he's looking pretty dead at this point.
Oh, the crush!
Auto text. Oh, the crush from Boogie. And now the Sal, he's going to be okay. Boogie now getting turned on. This is where I think you would kind of like Pexu to have the stun, potentially.
Alright, they're dropping low, but Slaughter's got a salve. Better bring himself back up. And then now Meta's down for... Well, it's not down, but it will be down soon, and Nemphy's going to be a little bit of issue.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty vulnerable. Oh, and meanwhile, Pexu is actually just once again out of no man's land. Going to try for the TP out. Is he going to get bashed for good measure? I don't even know if that was a bash, but they got that kill pretty easily. I think he just wanted the bouncer in, but he's going to pay for that one to his life. And pretty aggressive build on the Kunkka, 2 points up in the torrent at level 3. Don't often see this, but at least they do have a little bit of setup and haven't really had too much trouble so far getting in. So just
I don't think I've seen Ogre dying so many times before 5 minutes than today. Like Ogre has been just not having a good time.
Yeah, it happened in the earlier series as well, right? Ogre was just sitting mid, and then that was when
getting ice sharded.
The Tusk Tiny lane just went to work on him. Not fun. Oh, all right, Trixie getting wrapped around on here. Can they find this kill? There's the Nightmare. Arc just waiting. 3 points up in the Battle Strike. Just needs that bonus damage. Needs to not miss as well. Just flipping it nicely, and that is a very nice rotation off of the RMN on the Penta side. They're doing so well in terms of their support movements in the early game. Every single time they go anywhere, it's immediately setting up the kill. And now he be straight mid. Thompson probably not anticipating this. And he's just going to stand there, get hit by the Torrent, and just get run down. There is no chance of him surviving. And Penta. Look at it. And again,
TP top. Swap. Yeah, I think that might have been a, well, TP the Shrine kind of play, but still, like you said, the supports are making huge rotations. And I think they have to actually win the laning stage very hard because, like we mentioned during the draft, the hero matchups during the actual team fights are not really in their favor. But if you could give yourself a big enough lead, then none of that actually matters. 3-man smoke up, Penta looking for a kill. They're going to run into that Undying, and really not the target you want.
We'll see. Is Thompson anticipating this? They do have that dire observer ward up top, but looks like Arman, all right, comes in, 2 points up from the Nightmare. Immediate TPs coming in from those 2 supports, but is that really going to matter? Oliver still wants to commit hard for this. The Tombstone does get dropped, and it's a 3-man torrent into the 3-man crush. How many more kills can they find? They're going to get the X back on OKC. He will be able to get off another decay. It looks like maybe with his wand charges. Maybe this is a little bit of a dive too far. Another 2-man crush. Oliver taking some tower shots. They will be able to redirect that over onto RMN. And it will just be the gyrocopter dead after all is said and done. With the Terrorblade taking this as a moment to just shove in the top wave a little bit. Fortunately for him, he's got the Siege Creep, so should actually be able to do a bit of damage. The response is coming right back. Boogie not going to be leaving the lane for too long. And queuing up an armlet on this Slardar, so it looks like it's just going to be your 3 big physical damage cores for Penta Esports. I feel like I have seen the right-click Slardar somewhat recently. FB going to get dragged back into a torrent. Bashed up a little bit, does not have the Sunder. It's going to get crushed in a second. Looks like a couple more auto attacks with this DD. Can he get the turnaround? Nope. The DD too good. And the bash.
Boogie waited pretty low just in case that he had Sunder. So you want to stun him when he's relatively low.
I mean, you can check, right? But, oh, he could be holding the point, and then you hover him, and you're like, oh, he doesn't have it, and then he seals it up and mind games you. Yeah.
You don't know. That's why the players do hold the points.
3 points in Bash, though. Check it out. This is a build.
Bash does a lot of damage. I mean, especially that's what magical damage, right? I know it does physical damage.
No, this
one does. Physical. Okay. Yeah. God damn it, Dota 2. Why is it not consistent?
Well, it's just so Void has more synergy with AA, dude. You put that
magic.
You put the Ice Vortex down in the Chronosphere, like my job is done.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's the play. All right. Okay, so not doing that much on the Undying. Not very far behind in terms of levels, but I feel like not having your usual Ogre Undying kind of lane impact here. Not really being the biggest bullies. The Hellbear getting involved here. It looks like RMN might be going down. Actually, what do we got? Pexu now running away. They're going to focus on the Tombstone, nightmaring up the Undying. Give him one last little love tap as the Terrorblade comes across. Meanwhile, Trixie getting chased down, but looks like he's going to be okay. The 4-0-4 build for Monkey King.
Yep. All he cares about is killing them Eidolons. And look at his like actual last hits. I'm sure a large number of them are Eidolons. There's actually no way for him to get so high without having a bunch of Eidolon kills. But it seems like the matchup is good. I didn't expect this matchup to be good, but...
Oh, Thompson just getting run at mid once again. Nice turn connecting. Ooh, the heal coming in from OKC. Might be able to turn this around. Then have Trixie coming in. Does not quite have enough mana for the black hole. Even the stick charges are not going to do it. RMN also able to escape. Oh, that is a somewhat expensive rotation for Trixie to not find anything. It looks like he's going to take some pretty big damage on his tier 1 at bottom as the trade.
Boogie decides that Armlet is just a dream. Goes for the blink. Never really seen the off-lane Armlet first, but now Pexu's gonna get amped up. That should be a very easy one. Look at that damage.
Look at that bash damage. Oh man.
It would make sense for Slaughter to have physical bath for Corrosive Haze, you know?
Yeah. Gotta get that
Dota 2.
Gonna make carry Slardar viable. ENZ just gonna TP out. Boogie.
Oh my god, that rocket.
It was on top of it. It was like
grazing him.
Yeah, he could smell.
Oh, put down that infused range drop. Don't let it take a charge. Don't let it take a charge. Oh,
yeah.
He was listening. He knows.
What a player.
All right. Give him the player would have just stood there and fell asleep. So anyways,
looking somewhere else on the map.
Have you seen the physical Slardar work before?
The right click.
Yeah, right click Slardar.
I think so. I feel like I saw Ramses play it somewhat recently, but I mean VP are a weird team, so
yeah, they probably played it.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Monkey King ultimate laid down at bottom. He wants this tier 1 tower. Is he going to be able to get it? He's just sidestepping everything at this point. Tombstone also going to get dropped down. He is in very deep with no point up in the tree dance. He's just going to try for the TP. Is he going to get it? He does, just barely. And he managed to get the... Well, he didn't get the kill. The Bane came in and brain sapped down the Undying, but oh man, Penta are just styling at the moment. Now Pexu also getting dove underneath this tier 1 mid. He did manage to get the Bloodlust up on it, but it looks like they should still be able to get it. The Siege Creep gonna make pretty quick work of it. And they're just styling on him in this early game. You look at the net worth, you look at the experience, they're winning all the lanes. The Gyrocopter feels like he's super in the bin.
Oh, rip into a TP, the bow's gonna be there as well. They're gonna have everything.
And now the heal, and now the amp, and now the arc rotation on the Monkey King. 5 Anchors are just like beating their heads against the wall at the moment.
Yeah, right now Penta is like a team that's making every move one step ahead, and when you have Ogre and Undying, you shouldn't be losing the lane stage, but it's just that the Bane and the Kunkka has been moving so well that they are always having a +1 advantage, and it doesn't matter if you have Bane or Undying. If it's a 3v2 situation, you lose that engagement, and that's happened over and over and over again.
And they've even set up for like the next round as well. I love the Radiant Vision that they've got going right now. Iron Man does get the Nightmare up onto Trixie. He is going for a Midas, but
top diving in.
Thompson is just straight up dead once again. Slardar Lifestealer, easy combo. Just managed to pop the stick charges. Oliver just about to get slowed down. Nope. Looks like he should be able to chase it down. Maybe not. One more hit.
Phase boots delivered. Oh my god.
Phase boots. Oh, he's kidding. Betrayed by the creep wave. Wraparound gank's the name of the game at bottom. Arc and RMN versus the world, but they've also got the Kunkka coming in from the side. Can they get this burst damage onto Trix? He's going to turn around. He tries for the black hole, but he won't be able to get it off. The boat flies through. Can they burst him down? Monkey King in a pretty compromised position. A few more auto attacks looking to finish him off. The urn ticking. Trixie's so low, and he will end up dying.
They did lose the Monkey King for that, so that actually wasn't so bad.
He'd kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it was, what is it, the Ogre that got the last hit? Yeah. So
I mean, kill's a kill.
Pexu just needed boots, man. Look at this poor guy.
How much gold did he get for that kill though?
412. So he had like, he had less than 400 gold, or like less.
Yeah,
than
look at the net worth
before.
differential between the two. Holy shit. That is the bottom place killing the second place.
Oh my god! Look at this Lifestealer. Look at them. He's got a relic.
It's going Radiance. Oh, we're gonna see the return of the ancient.
The return of the meme stealer. Oh god.
Actually, isn't that the answer to the Terrorblade?
It's good against TV. You jump inside the ancient black dragon.
Yeah. And just get on him.
You just push some waves and just radiance him. Yeah, he's really not gonna do that much at all. I like this.
I mean, I think at this point, it really is not even about the hero matchup, because the idea that Terrorblade is good against Lifestealer is that you have high armor, you survive his combination, and then you get Scotty, right? And you just like make a bunch of illusion and you right click the Lifestealer. We're not even at the Scotty phase of the game. So Oliver isn't technically has a hero disadvantage. Right now, what it matters is that he's up like, 2k net worth over the Terrorblade, and he can get whatever he wants.
There's a big problem with this 5 Anchors. We've even seen it. Thompson's tried to make some rotations because he's the mid player and probably feels pressured to do so. Especially since they've got the kind of AFK farming Enigma in the offlane, right? That's the big disadvantage of Enigma compared to even somebody like let's say Shaker offlane, even though Shaker offlane isn't very popular at the moment. Like Enigma, you've got Black Hole, but outside of that, you don't really contribute that much. And your early game window, like the time that you take to come online, probably even longer than a lot of your other offlane heroes. So Trixie's not really making plays for his team. The two supports already feel like they're kind of out of the game, and Thompson's just being, I mean, he's 4th last on network.
Yes.
So
just to add to your point, like if you think about Tidehunter as a hero, he's very similar to Enigma, where the early game value is just that big ultimate, right? But the big difference is that Tidehunter, once you get like a cloak and a full wand, or maybe even a hood, right, you can just frontline for your team and take tier 1s off of it. But
not the case for
Enigma. So he literally has no value early on, unless you find just some like random pretty good engagements with Black Hole. So you can see he's stuck in a jungle, queuing out Midas, And honestly, he might show up for like a black hole fight or two, but until he gets Midas, Blink, BKB, it's
BKB. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it looked like a decent Enigma game. I think they just were not anticipating that they would lose the lanes this hard. This is even what happened to their opponents yesterday, right? Where I feel like they were setting their lanes in such a way that they're like, oh yeah, this will be fine, and then they just got run over. So a little bit of taste of that in this game. Oh, this Life Stealer is so close to Radiant.
Black Hole.
Oh, they want Boogie. Should be able to get him nice and easy. Well, 4-man rotation, not that easy. Meanwhile, they're going to grip over on the gyrocopter, and he is just getting punched. Monkey King getting very close to his Battle Fury, so his farm looking pretty secure from that point forward. Did go for the phase boots here, I think mostly just to help with the lane against Enigma. A lot of the time when we see the Battle Fury is he treads instead, but probably still
top
works
lane.
just fine.
Torn bolt flying in. That was taking advantage of the arcane rune, I guess. Let him some stuff. Oh, why not? Has the X back up already. X him again, dude.
Go ahead,
Show him.
sunder your teammates. Do it.
Meanwhile, look at this Bane. He is just journeying across the world right now, setting up some really nice wards. And Lifesteal Radiance is online.
I can't compliment Penta enough on the way that they've played the Vision game. Like as they were rotating over towards bottom to get kills there, they set up this ward, the shutdown farm, and then having this ward lets you potentially go in a little bit deeper. Oh, infest, gank. Are they going to reveal the blink dagger for this?
Oh, does he not see him?
I don't think he sees him. Yeah. Yeah, and he managed to take just the right path to evade. Or that, or they just want to kill Thompson instead.
Oh, they see Nymphy. Oh, Boogie, what are you doing?
Did Boogie did he maybe get flacked? I didn't click on him, but
no.
Oh, they don't have vision.
Well, it's just
right?
nighttime.
Yeah, it's just nighttime.
It just looks really weird and like
everyone's standing on top of each other, but no one's doing anything.
Yeah. So Lifesteal needs level 12 before he can infest Ancients, right? Did they change it back or?
Yeah. If you do the alt text, infest level 2 and 3 can be as an ancient creep. So yeah, he needs another third of a level pretty much to get there. Enigma has his Midas up now, losing Midas efficiency because he's not going to use it instantly. Somebody alert Grand Crane. Oh, there's an ancient stack here for some reason. Apparently it's Monkey King's now. He's going to clean that up pretty quickly. And Penta just getting further and further ahead as 5 anchors continue to just look utterly rudderless in this game. They're just kind of farming. That's all they have going for them. There's another ancient stack here.
Are you smart enough to do the math on Midas? If you use it perfectly, what's the GPM increase? So you get 200 gold for every 100 seconds. So 2 gold every second, right?
Yeah, so 120 GPM.
That's a lot. I remember.
It is a lot. But it takes a while to pay itself off, right?
So let's pretend, like, because you're not going to use it perfectly, right? Let's pretend you get 100 GPM, right? Heroes by themselves have a 90 GPM passively, just like gold.
Yeah.
So that's a lot, you know? It's essentially doubling your passive income for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't have much map control, the Midas is definitely going to be helpful for getting gold. Boogie loaded up with the infest bomb, going to be TPing back to the tier 3. They're going to TP the Bane into the tier 2, but looks like this push is already over. Big fat stack of Eidolons cleaned up by DNZ. It's going to be going for a solar crest. I believe we had a crest maybe queued up somewhere over on the 5 anchors side. No, looks like maybe not. Definitely a super value item for them this game against the Penta lineup.
Oh, the scan. Boogie now jumps in.
Yeah,
Lane trust, black hole.
Is he gonna do anything?
Oh, cancel! Immediately. They have more than 2 ways to cancel it, and now they're gonna just run them down.
Into the base. Yeah, they get the X mark spot on the OKC, and Oliver doesn't have that many right-click items, but still gonna make pretty quick work of him.
Yes, Radiance. That's the one right-click item you need.
Yeah. Oh no, there is actually. Well, there's a second solar crest which the Lifestealer is going for.
Dire's middle tower
All right.
is falling.
Do they just high ground here?
Why not?
I mean, the black hole's on cooldown. There's nothing really to be afraid of. And look at this. Yeah, they're just going to keep spamming stuff out on the TP. Jump in.
Oh my
Another Infest Bomb. Gyrocopter taking big damage. Oliver still pushing forward. Peksu, all he can really contribute is throwing out a Bloodlust. The towers are doing plenty of damage, though. They're all Bloodlusted. The multi-cast Bloodlust from Peksu. This is the strat. Those tier 4s actually did so much damage to Kunkka. The Ogre coming
I
up.
want to fight this, though. Mugi?
Oh. All right, Tombstone drop down. Should be able to clean this up. Now they've managed to catch the Monkey King as well. Gets dropped down off of his perch. The Enigma doing work with the Midnight Pulse. That's a big kill. Thompson grabbing onto that one. They jump forward. They get another crush out of Thompson. He'll be finished off by an auto attack. Okay, Sia just kiting back inside of the base. They do have the Nightmare over onto Trixie. What can he find here? Oliver, still no rage for 1 second. We'll be able to pop it. Oh! Turns around onto OKC. Should be able to finish him with the punch. Okay, Sia will still get right click down, but I mean, a 3 for 3, more or less, is going to be a-okay for 5 anchors. Actually,
Dude,
pretty
just
big gold.
hit the team fight recap and look at Lifestealer's damage output, right? He actually only hit people like 3-4 times. It was just at Radiance. He just stood in the middle of team fight.
Just burning everybody down. Yeah.
Oh man, it's so hilarious. And speaking of Solar Crest, we're gonna see Kunkka now working towards another one.
His Lifesteal already has his... Yeah, he's got his finished. So they're going to be going for a second one. Maybe use one offensively. Use the other one defensively. We'll have to see. Still, even more great Radiant Vision on the Penta side. Just kind of keeping 5 anchors contained. Keeping control over the dire jungle. I mean, 5 anchors have a little bit of access to the Radiant jungle now. But still not great. And Gyro has just decided to go for Ags. They're going to grip on mid lane. Undying just going to get punched down. What do you make of this Aghanim Scepter?
It's like a better Midas, I guess, right? It makes him tankier, which is, I guess, definitely valuable against this draft. Although, not sure how much raw HP helps. I feel like armor is probably more important if you're looking to tank up. But obviously, it does give you a much faster farming once you does have it finished. But I don't know if he's gonna get it finished because I feel like the game is about to end right now.
Yeah, because there's an Aegis on this. Aegis on the Monkey King. Lifestealer's just waiting inside of the Slardar. They're gonna get a jump in, blink, crush,
Black hole?
jump out. Ogre. Okay, they got the black hole, but there's the immediate cancel. Boundless Strike always there, waiting in the wings. Arc jumping up onto the tree, jumping his way back down. Okay, Sia does manage to put the Tombstone up onto the high ground. They get the drag back onto the Gyrocopter, doing their best to keep him alive, and big damage pouring in from Nemphy, but they've got the defensive items. Arc kept alive. Glimmer caped up. Now the X marks the spot. No escape for the Terrorblade. He does have the Sunder. Should be able to get it off. Now he gets the Sunder off at the last possible second, but the burst damage is still huge. And DNZ still going to end up surviving. He's the one with all the utility items on the team here.
Yep.
Glimmer Cape coming in big. And Aegis not even popped.
Is under attack.
Aegis might just time out.
I think the game's going to end before the Aegis times out.
True.
Dire's middle
Alright.
barracks are under
Ern gets retained by that rage. Oliver going on the melee racks. And Midnight Pole is actually doing a ton of work. Still 4 melee in this draft. Issue hitting buildings.
Alright. A blink on the Enigma, still one crucial component to go. Oh, there's a double damager in here. What do you know?
I think this game will go on a little bit longer. Keep in mind that Enigma working with a 200 GPM, right? Eventually, he's gonna get up there.
Yeah, that's true. And level 15, either cooldown reduction for your Midas or just more GPM. I feel like I normally see the cooldown reduction, but I guess it depends on what kind of state his BKB is in by that point.
I think you always take the 15% reduction to make your Midas, you know, become more than 120 GPM.
It's only a little bit more, but yeah, the levels are pretty nice. Also, if you're in a game, well, this game isn't necessarily a big Eidolon game, but if you've seen Enigma with the Eidolon damage and the +8 Eidolons, oh man, it's terrifying.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Those things hit hard. But,
Peksu, split pushing. bottom side. Look at him go. Ogre split push, new meta.
Oh, jump out on mid. They want the Slender Axe. They've got the backdoor protection disabled.
Midnight Pulse.
Yeah, there's the Midnight Pulse, but what else? Just gonna wait it out. Monkey King throwing out his ultimate, really wants to commit hard for this. He does still have the Aegis, so it's gonna get popped. Meanwhile, TB trying to backdoor that tier 1 tower over at mid, does end up getting it with the Illusion Swarm, but alright. Lindenbrack's dead. Arc running for the hills, away from this homing missile.
Alright, he's cool.
But I like that move. Just swap straight to mid-racks. Make sure you get it.
You see how hard
Nice
it
and
is
farmed.
actually for them to push a Rax when everyone's still alive. Melee heroes can't push that well, that safely rather, and Midnight Pulse just like slows them down. They eventually get it, but Penta really, if for them to get the second lane of Rax, they really need to win another big fight.
Yeah, I think they really need like they'll probably get it, maybe AC up on the Kunkka getting caught out somewhat, but he's got the Glimmer Cape and he's just going to try and hold them here, but his team is nowhere to be found. He's just kind of buying time. Nice Torrent is going to end up connecting. Trixie will be able to blink past in a second with another Malphus, but alright, Kunkka making big space. He drags all 5 heroes from 5 anchors down to bottom, and they may have now been able to set up. Arc coming in from the back lines. So that was SNY picked up, going to be focusing on Pexu first. They do get the meta popped out. If he escapes here, that's just Metamorphosis waits. It might actually just be his death. Monkey King getting bursted low. Can they finish this kill? Nempty going to get blink crushed. The Manta dodge not there in time, but Sardar actually caught in a terrible situation. He's going to be brought down. Now the Black Hole coming in. Monkey King immediately obliterated. RMN's also going to end up dropping here. Nice Nightmare dodge on the homing missile, but that's not going to be nearly enough. And Lifestealer, not along for the ride with the Slardar, is just going to run over, sees his team die, and then runs for the hills.
That was a straight up 1-by-1-by-1. They kind of just ran in. Monkey King overestimating how long he could survive. It's still, there's a ton of damage on the Barrier side. Metamorphosis and Midnight Pulse against all of these strength heroes is pretty big deal as well. I gotta say, so far this Radiance on the Lifestealer did a lot in these kind of early fights, but as the game scales on, the effectiveness of that item also, you know, gets reduced. Where's that ancient dragon? You know, let's go. Like, be annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like the Radiance is a neat idea, but haven't really seen it work out maybe the way that they were hoping. And Trixie's going to get his BKB soon, so he's not going to have to care so much about the Boundless Strike. Pretty much just the Fiend's Grip at that point. I mean, RMN does have the cast range talent and Aether Lens, so certainly possible for him to grip a lot of these black holes, but puts a lot of pressure on him. ED picked up. Pexu once again pushing that mid. He'd probably tank again. I don't know if they really don't mind too much. Oh, they managed to catch somebody else. They get the Nightmare over onto the Undying. Amped up. There's the Crush. Charge forward. 3 heroes stacked on top of each other, but they know the Black Hole is on cooldown, so not too worried. How's the TB doing? He's got his Manta picked up. We saw that in the last fight, and he's also just going for a BKB timing.
Yeah, TB unfortunately needs like 2 more items before he could actually fight. Doesn't really do that much damage right now. Look at Oliver, he's just racing in.
No Deso, no AC. This is not even a Blightstone anywhere to be found. Oh, they get the grip over to the Enigma, just walking in straight to the Monkey King ultimate, and Trixie. All right. Terrible position. He just wanted to get the Midnight Pulse down, but not anticipating the cast range on RMN.
Yeah, getting that lens as well as the cast range talent upgrade, letting him.
I mean, it's like the whole screen basically.
Yeah.
Right? You look at.
Oh, he's a
RMN's got.
RMM's like the perfect Meteor Hammer hero now. Think about it, right? You can now Meteor Hammer away from low ground.
Gone, by the way. The Boundless Strike just tearing his head clean off. Thompson doing his best, laying in some damage into Boogie. They are going to buy back on the Terrorblade, but a beautiful 2-man Torrent connection is going to open up all that space, and Terrorblade helplessly lifts his arms in the air. The reflection doing absolutely nothing. Oliver on the way out now. Does have the rage for the homing missile, so he's going to be just fine. Oh, even just the Style Points Nightmare dodge on that one. They're going to try and focus down Nemphy. That's managed to Manta his way out, but looks like he's still going to end up dropping. Thompson also getting stunned up, and 5 anchors are done. GG called. Penta Sport's gonna completely walk away with this first game. Trixie with the
black hole, the only black hole in this game.
the style points black hole. Sure. Even that one got canceled by his throne exploding. No full channels this whole game. Yeah, I guess he needs some more